What you gonna do when the largest pythons in the world go wild on you?
Ew, his skin looks like a hot dog.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Infinite Realms. Today, I am taking a look at Mattel's Ultimate Hulk Hogan. Yeah, he was that guy on that sitcom. It was on. I can't even do that with a straight face. Okay, never mind. It was the one with Jason Bateman. God, you remember that? When they said the Hogans, I was like, well, brother. I couldn't help it. It was just, I thought it was such a stupid thing. Anyway, but yeah, I'm showing my age on that one. I fully admit. But yeah, today we're looking at Hulk Hogan. And, you know, one of the things I keep saying is that, I try to have some rules in my collecting. And, this one came in, I showed my wife, and she goes, another Hulk Hogan? And I said, well, wait a minute. I got 90s Hulk, I got NWO Hulk, I wanted 80s Hulk. This is WrestleMania 1 Hulk Hogan. You don't get no more. Man, I got a stutter of a phrase there. You don't get no more 80s Hulk Hogan than WrestleMania 1 Hulk. And yes, this is a good likeness of Hulk at that point. I mean, let's face it, a lot of people were like going, wait a minute, he's supposed to be wearing a yellow shirt. I'm like, no, he originally wore a red shirt. I remember having one of those red shirts, and yeah, I never tore it or anything, but I'm not gonna lie, I was a full blown Hulkamaniac, dude. I mean, Hulk Hogan was my guy, and people knock Hulk Hogan, and I'm like, okay, fine, you're entitled to your opinion, but I always argue. Hogan was a guy who was given a part. He was meant to go out there, get and do the basic trope of, the good guy's getting beat down. Oh no, he might lose. Oh no, he's done for. And get up and Hulk out, beat the guy up, win, and be the hero. And there is nothing wrong with that. It's entertaining. It's fun. Now, yeah, it gets repetitive. I guarantee you buy it, you watch any Hulk Hogan anthology, you're going to start getting bored. Because, yes, even the best matches, it's the same thing. And, back then, they were smart enough to space it out. Of course, happened in house shows all the time. But, they spaced it out enough where it was mostly on pay-per-views, occasional Saturday night's main event, and once in a while you'd see a Hulk Hogan match on regular old wrestling. Once in a while. Not very often. And that was smart marketing. Because, is that a limited act? Sure, absolutely. Is it going to get old after a while? Yes. And you know what? I always said WCW proved this. Because when he went to WCW and did the same gimmick, people started booing because it got repetitive. And when you're doing weekly TV, it's going to get repetitive. So, yeah, that much is true. I'm not going to lie about it. But at the time, when you're a kid, and I'm sorry, you have to come back for a minute. You're appealing to the kids because the kids are going to be the adults that are going to be watching the Attitude Era in a couple of years. Okay? That's the people you want to hook. And that's what happened. And I'm talking about wrestling in general. I'm not talking about Vince McMahon or the WWF. Most of us who got into wrestling, whether we like to admit it or not, a vast majority of us got in through Hulk Hogan. Now, some of us, you had that crazy uncle that made you watch, NWA World Championship Wrestling Saturday night. And you kind of got started feeling the vibe, you know? Yeah, okay. So that's perfectly fine too. We all have our introductions. But you can't deny a lot of people got introduced by Hulk Hogan. And those were the same people booing years later. Because it was just like, yeah, this is repetitive. But I look back on it and I have fond memories of those. So, you know, yeah, I like this figure because of that. Hot dog skin and all, I like it. Because you know what? That's a tan Hogan used back then. Let's just be honest about it. And articulation is, of course, great as you expect from an Ultimates figure. And fun accessories. And you even got the Hogan crazy face when he was like, oh no, 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 no. And boom, big boot. Now, I will admit, try to do the big boot with this one, and it's like, you need to help him. But he can do it if you help him. And, you know, then drop the leg drop and boom, 1, 2, 3. End of the match. Always fun. Repetitive, but fun. Now, you know, me, I'm going to give this figure 5 stars. It's a great 80s Hogan, and it's great likeness. Great for all you Hulkamaniacs. If you're not a Hulkamaniac, just don't buy him, dude. I mean, let us Hulkamaniacs have joy. Then you guys can have joy with Roman Reigns or whoever. Okay, so anyway, that's my views on the big guy, Hulk Hogan. Don't forget to like and subscribe.